Shalom, shalom. We're real Hebrew Israelites from Chicago. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh. Salutations to the double honors to the apostles of the Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing His word with truth, sincerity, with charity. I'd like to say shalom. I would like to go into judgment, you know, because the nation of Israel does not know, neither does they consider. But the major prophecy that's about to come past martial law, you know.
This Second Ezra chapter 15 in Apocrypha verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." So, you know, so hey man, what's gonna happen and stuff is that, hey, it's gonna be a great tribulation upon these streets. You know, everybody's gonna be coming after one another and stuff. Great betrayal amongst the family members and stuff, and friends and stuff, because everybody's gonna be looking for themselves in that day, man. You know, everybody's gonna be worried about me. You know, it's gonna be a bunch of eyes and stuff walking around this place, man. You know, it says it shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hand, meaning that this land is gonna be very, very violent, man. It's gonna be a lot of bloodshed. The scriptures talk about how the blood shall be to the horse's bridle, man. You know, and that's a lot of blood, man. You know, you already got people that's not only just dropping like flies, but when you watch like bestgore.com, yeah, bestgore.com and hoodsite.com, it talks about the different things that you don't see on mainstream news, man. How do people get killed by impalement, you know what I'm saying, or by the animals, by different beasts, you know, and it's happening on all time high.
Meet that final destination death.
Verse 16.
This is Jeremiah 16:4. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, for they shall be as dug upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of the heaven.
And that's a heavy time right there. It says they shall not be lamented, man. If you go into that word, people is not gonna have time to grieve. It's gonna be that fucked up. Yeah. Just to put it bluntly, all right. Where it's just gonna be another day that, you know, a couple of your family members just drop dead, all right. But they, you know, you gotta keep moving into that day.
All right. About a month ago, I ran into two cats that used to, and they're both black belts too. They used to train with me back. We were, you know, lower belts together back in the day. They were telling me how time stood still for me, how they got old, and I'm like, no, I got old too, bro. but nevertheless, you've heard me speak on one before. His name is Mihaj, right? And Mihaj grew up Muslim. He was one of those. He was one of them children in the 90s during those Kosovo and Serbian wars. Dude used to tell, he told me one day, just out of nowhere, he just started talking to me. And he used to say that I think something's wrong with me, man. I used to think something was wrong with me because death I had no feelings or emotions. That's why he was so in love with his children and his wife. But he said, you know, he realized he still had emotions, he was human. But he said there was so many dead bodies around him, they didn't even care. He said they used to take dead bodies and set them up to be a goal, to kick the ball through, and to be out of bounds. Like they would set up the soccer field, and so they like that guy in the blue, he's out of bounds, and that guy, right? That's how. And they would sit up and play soccer, and it's just bodies laying around, man. So, and you know, and these spoiled Americans, they haven't seen nothing like that or experienced anything like that, man. When he told me that, you know, I was cool, but I was like, God damn, man. You know, I pictured it in my head, man. So, and so it's going to be a time on earth where that's going to be a regular thing, man. Read that again, brother.
Second Ezra 15 and 15. It says, "For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand." It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another." You know, sedition means to rebel, man. You know, right? It says, "They shall not regard their kings nor princes." And this is a while back. You had down there in Los Margaritas, you had them Israelites. They had tied up their mayor to the back of a pickup truck and just drove off and let them drag in the street like a rag doll, man.
Con, I had a Puerto Rican dude today, an Ephraimite, tell me that it got so bad in Puerto Rico that he said the people are just walking down the streets and just physically assault the politicians because the people are so mad. So they would just smack their political leaders when they would see them. You know? So that's sedition right there. He also said that the people were mad because they found out about all those supplies that came for those earthquakes a couple of years back, and they find all this earthquake aid 2 years later just sitting all quietly in a bunker while they starving and don't have no water, no food, no medical supplies. And you sitting on this the whole time? So the people were angry, man. Yeah, it was a little distraction, brother, but lock in. But yeah, man. So that's sedition, man. Hey, look, if a city official walked down the street, man, you got Kim Fox with her ugly ass. She walked past the street and somebody just roll up on her and slap her, man. That's a serious offense, man. Slapping a political leader like that, man. You know?
Hey, just imagine over there in France, the yellow vest riots, man. You don't think those French Parliament people, they can't walk around the public?
They set police on fire.
That's right. They're gonna come for them, man. And that's why you see uproars of the people all over the world, because they are not in agreement with these governments, man. That's all prophecy.
Like even with the fake Jews and stuff, you got people down there in New York City. They don't want them over there and stuff because when Edomites come around and stuff, everything get hot. You know, it says in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So hey, like the elder had said before and stuff. The modern day, the most common weapon is going to be the baseball bat or a butter knife, fork, screwdriver and stuff, man.
Yeah, baseball bat and a hammer. I guarantee you, man. When the shit hits the fan, lots of people are going to die by baseball bat and a hammer, man. All right, and a hammer, a tire iron, those things will kill you fast, man. First blow will stun you. The second blow will kill you.
Yeah, like on the movie The Raid, old girl with the hammers.
Yeah, damn, she's fucking up, yes.
Verse 17, it says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." And you see that down in China. They pretty much quarantined with the coronavirus. 11 million, man.
More than that now. It's leaking out. It's leaking out that it's way more people infected, and it's way worse than what the media is telling you. And it's in 22 states here in America. It's in Babylon now. Right? It's in 22 states, man. So it's only going to get worse.
Right.
And we are all aware of the patent, which means Esau owns the patent, which means it came here from America. So if we know that, the rest of the world's gonna know that, and that's what's gonna help. That's just another thing that's going to help the nations of the world turn on Babylon. Your second answer was night chapter.
I got precept back up. Talk about those diseases. This is Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 49. "I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death."
Hey, that's everything that he was just talking about. I watched that zombie movie you put, that little short film. And did you read the comments?
No.
You gotta read the comments, man. It was about a 15-minute zombie movie, and it was true. I read some of the comments, and the chick said, out of all the bullshit zombie movies I've watched, this 15-minute movie was the best zombie movie I've ever seen. If you brothers didn't watch it, man, that was deep, man. Everything he just read was what happened in there. And that very shit was only 15 minutes long, man. But that shit was deep, man. That was a good choice. Go ahead, brother.
Thanks to you, anyway.
You want me to start out, bro?
Let him finish that, then we'll bring that out.
Verse 18, it said, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled." And when you prideful and stuff, you think everything all good. So when hell breaks loose and stuff, everybody gonna be running like chickens with their head cut off. They not.
And you seen the speech Trump just made, man, about the prophets of doom and how great, of a situation America is in. You know, everything is 40% better. All this bullshit.
Air is good. Water is good.
That's pride.
That's all, and that's all a lie. He said everything's gonna be safe. We already know peace and safety, man. But when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction is gonna come. And look, that plague, hey, the curses are upon Babylon, man. It's here. Ain't no turning back. Things are only gonna get worse and worse. They said that the dollar is expected to crash this year. I hope that be true. All right, I hope it be true, man. Because the saints are worn out, man. And now we've gone mainstream. We've reached the gates of the noble because the president's speech was directly at us. Don't get it twisted. It was directly at the Hebrew Israelites. He didn't say that, but that's who it was at.
This is, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And they show you that in Bushwick, man. You know, you had the military and stuff fully clothed for a war. And they said that the whole reason why they was coming after people's guns. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't expect for retaliation.
They didn't expect it. And she was like, "Welcome to New York, dumb motherfucker." That's what the little Puerto Rican chick said. But yeah, he said that the Bushwick was supposed to be a soft target. They weren't supposed to meet this much retaliation. And what happened? Texas and a bunch of other states had seceded from the Union. So there's that division, your Civil War, man. That was what that was. That was Civil War. So they were attacking the Bushwick, which is in
New York,
which
Brooklyn.
is inside of Brooklyn. All right.
It says a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
Yep. And what did the dude say? The character Batista. The chick's like, "What's going on?" He said, "Is this terrorist?" He said, "No, this is too tactical. This is something else."
Yeah. Martial law.
Yep.
Private security is going to even be a bigger business, man.
Yep.
Because as the economy crashes, people get more and more desperate. What's going to go up? Crime, man.
Yep. And a lot of the fake ones, the anti-sims this and anti-sim that, they're the main ones that hire these private security firms. I got a client, every time they go on vacation, they got 2 or 3 bodyguards that they hire to escort their family in different places when they leave the country.
I don't know if brother seen it, but I posted another video. This is a newer one on Doomsday bunkers, man. These Edomites spending millions of dollars, and this is an updated version of it. But they are also in that video. They were talking about private security. If you're a man of means, you got money. Guess what? You're gonna be a target. So they gotta always have security around them to stop kidnappers and ransoms, all that shit.
Yeah, because they're gonna want your supplies, your food, your ammo, your things that you have. They'll try to snatch up your kid. You know, say, hey, look, we need a couple of them weapons, and we need a bunch of rounds, and we need this much food. You can have your son back. You know.
That's why that movie Taken was made. It says it spoiled their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You know, and one thing Mataz always say is that you can take anything away from a nigga, but if you take his food, that's when it's gonna be a problem.
You take away his poke. Yeah, when them niggas can't go buy some horse skins, it's gonna be on.
And that's the one thing about America that makes everybody so prideful here, because even the poor eat in America. You know, the Lord said, well, that's why you got so many poor, homeless people that are proud or whatnot. When that stay up bread goes, that's it.
And the funny thing too, that when this shit go down, what's gonna be amazing, what's gonna be beautiful is seeing these uppity Edomites and these uppity Americans brought down low when they're gonna actually have to go to the homeless for guidance, because the homeless know how to live out here in these elements, and they're not, when there's no power, no electricity, no heat, and all those sort of things. All these people, they're not gonna know what to do, man. Right, and all of a sudden that homeless dude gonna have bitches. Why? Because why? He know how to survive in the cold. They're gonna be like, well, what do we do? And
you know the spots to go.
You know the spots to go to.
Know it all.
Right. He know all the things. He know the right, exactly. He knows how to keep warm in this weather and be out in these elements, man. So they actually the flip side of that whole thing is they got an upper hand on you well-to-do people here in Babylon.
Because a lot of you people that live down here got some money, but you're not part of that 1%, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a real elite class.
Right.
They ready, you ain't ready.
Exactly. Exactly. You are exactly. You got a little money living at the top of Block 37 in those penthouses up there. All right, but you ain't got 1% money, man. Them other side of the river, motherfuckers, that's in Lincoln Park, over on State Parkway. You know, you ain't got that kind of money. Nah, actually, he can get that one.
So, second Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, so the highest is now visiting the world which he made, man. You got plagues of locusts in different parts of Africa, all right, eating up all the food. I'm like, well, dummy, the locust is food, man.
Yeah.
All right, stupids. You gonna eat monkeys, but let all the locusts get away. You letting all that food get away, man. You should have buckets of locusts, be putting their ass in the freezer, unthaw them, cook them, fry them, right, bake them, throw some salt on them, whatever, man.
Super high in protein too.
Right, you be swole, fucking right, cut up, eating a bunch of locusts, man. Did it not say that John the Baptist came eating honey and locusts? Yeah, honey and locusts. He had his carb and his protein. All right, he was good to go.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
Right, and there's earthquakes all over. The most recent was all those horrible earthquakes that were in Puerto Rico. Was really, well, the Most High is behind it ultimately. But I had a Puerto Rican brother tell me today that they've been digging for the oil and the natural gas in Puerto Rico, and that's what's causing the earthquakes. And that presidents before Donald Trump wouldn't do it, didn't dig when they found it because they knew it would cause earthquakes. So that's why, and that's why he was so angry. He was like, they don't give a fuck about the Puerto Rican, bro. He was mad, man. He said because they don't care about our people. You know. He was angry because he said all they doing is they buying up all our land and our houses when we can't live in them no more, and they taking our neighborhoods from us. And I told him, hey bro, you ran here to America, they doing the same shit to Puerto Ricans here. Cause we was up in Humboldt Park. I told him, you see all these Edomites? I said, man, 20, 30 years ago, 30 years ago, all these people weren't living in this neighborhood. This was all your people, man.
Wouldn't believe how.
Because he only been here 2 years.
Esau's a mastermind.
I was saying the same thing happening here, bro. This neighborhood was full of Ephraim, man. I know because I used to go up there. I used to hang out with the Ephraimites up there. All right? So I know, man.
Yeah, Esau crash a market and then swoop in and buy everything dirt cheap.
Pennies on the dollar,
Then
man.
the shit blow up, rise up.
That's what he does. All right? Because look at the way they building up Inglewood now. They destroyed Inglewood, and now they buying it all up. Why? It's just right off the Dan Ryan, and you got a train line that go right through there. And you got State and Halsted straight shots right down, straight to downtown, man. So they want that. All of a sudden, they building up Inglewood, man. You think they building up Inglewood for Jake? You think they putting Starbucks in a Whole Foods in Inglewood for you people that live there? Hell no. That's gentrification is coming, and they get ready to move you out of there and drive up the price on everything and move you out, man.
Same thing with Pilsen.
All right. That's what it is, man. Same thing in Pilsen. All right, that's why you got signs all over the garages and on the buildings in Pilsen telling the widows to get out, man. Because the people that are from there that live there all along are mad, man. They're mad. And you got any questions about that? My man, you got any questions about that? You disagree? You agree? Disagree? But anyway, keep reading, brother.
This is verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the day that were.
Nobody asked you for your dumb opinion,
I don't
man.
even have it, man. I want you guys, yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm using any of it.
That the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yep, so Now, all the stuff we've been saying is starting to happen. Now people are starting to open their eyes, man. All of a sudden, everybody's paying attention, man. Like he said, the president himself addressed us. All right?
Yeah.
The president addressed us. He was talking directly to us. Why? Because his truth has reached the gates of the nobles. All right? You can get that too, brother, in Isaiah 13. Whatever you got, whatever you got. You got something, brother?
Hey, because this word has truly went to the four corners of the earth, man. So the end must come. Must come.
And to make a long story short, after all that conversation with that Ephraimite, when I get ready to drop him off and take him to the doctor, because he got a lawsuit going for a malpractice thing that happened to him. Before he got out the car, he told me that he wasn't a religious man. He don't believe in religion. But he said, but his auntie, he said, my auntie is real heavy in religion, and she believed that we are the Israelites. I was like, wow. And I told him, she's right, we are the Israelites.
Damn.
And then he was, you know, and then the brother, when he got out the car, he went to pound me, but we had such a deep conversation, man. The brother just hugged me. And then he got out the car, man. You know? He was like, thank you, brother. Thank you. Peace be with you, brother. And he got out the car, man.
This Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 19. It says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflicting, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out.
Right, and that save her is us, man. He gonna gather us that was driven out, man. And he's undoing all that afflicted us, all their history, all the lies that they pushed. Is all being exposed now to their shame. All right, he's breaking them down.
It says, and I will get thee praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame.
Hey, you brothers are famous. It's more infamous right now. But, you know, infamous is famous, is fame too. All right?
Hey, the scriptures say that thine eyes shall see thy teachers, man. No longer will we be in a corner. So this thing is being made public.
Yeah.
All right.
You have brothers that travel from different states to come see brothers, man.
And even people that don't believe necessarily, they're using our lingo, man.
Yeah. Which
proves they're watching these videos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They are. That we put that vibration through the whole world, man. Like you said, when the videos went up, about a year after the videos went up, all of a sudden all the athletes started wearing their beards. Yeah. And when the soccer players, the football players, the baseball players started doing it, the artists started doing it. Now everybody's doing it, man. Yep. And where did that vibration come from? The Israelites, man. We put that vibration out there about pushing that wearing your hair on your face. And Esau got mad. Why? Because if you got shares in Gillette and shit,
yeah.
You know, if I own, you know, Schick and Gillette, or you know, shaving gel and all that shit and razor blades, right? It's like, wait a minute, man, right? Because now all of a sudden my product's just sitting on the shelves, not selling, man. Cause ain't nobody buying them like that, you know. Or you still got Jake that are lying they shit, but you don't have to buy that much stuff to do that. Yeah. So the sales went down way low, man. So what they do, they lobby and put money to put false advertisement. Beards are nasty. A beard is nastier than an anus. Like what? Like a beard has got more germs in it than an asshole or than a dog's mouth. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, they kiss though. I got that in Isaiah.
There's Isaiah 13:2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand.
And that's what we're doing. We're exalting our voice unto them, man, and shaking our hand at them. We literally shake them. We tell them, you're going into slavery, man. Your kingdom is going down. You are Esau Edom. You are not the Europeans. You are not the Jews. You are not the Greeks. You are not the Spartans. All right? You lie, you whitewash history. Matter of fact, you're not even white, you made that up. So we're shaking a hand. That's why they went and deleted so many of my videos, man. Shit is crazy how many of my videos they deleted, man. That shit blows me.
Hey, that truth is a new hate speech.
It's all the historical videos, man. By the hundreds. I'm literally, man. I can only, when I go on my page, I got videos that go back 4, 5, 6 years. I can only go back 8 or 9 months. I can't even see beyond that. They took down thousands. They took down lots of videos. No warning, no nothing. They just start deleting. Especially those ones that's going into Jewish history and Roman history. Those videos, gone. Who Japhet is, gone. So if this weren't the truth, why you gotta delete the video? Why not leave the video up and just prove it wrong? Make mockery of it.
That's it.
You can't.
Yeah.
They can't.
This is Psalms 19, verse 2. It says, day on today utter speech, and night on tonight sheweth knowledge. It says, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
Khan, I've seen the channel in Russian, in Polish, and in Korean, man. And all the videos. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna send out a message to anybody who's got my videos to re-upload them, man. All right? Because there was one brother, I remember a couple people on there saying that he saves all my videos.
Yeah, I was looking at it. Only one video was there.
Yeah.
It says, their line has gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. It says, in them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun.
Right, so the men of the GMS, man, of the Great Millstone, and other Israelite brothers that are righteous, teaching the proper doctrine, man, those videos, they go up into the atmosphere and they go around the circuit of the world, man. All right, so the word is just going all the time, man. Okay? Hey, if we all died right now, our works are gonna live on until this place goes away. All right, and to be honest, man, death is almost better. It's better than being in this wicked ass place, man. My desire not to die is because I want to see my enemy fall so bad. Other than that, man, I choose the spirit world over this bullshit, man. Being sore and in pain every other day. You know, struggling. Esau ruling over us. This wicked ass banking system. This fucked up ass food. Men can't be men. All right. Got to go home to a nagging ass woman. All right.
This is Isaiah 62:6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. It says, ye that make mention of the Lord, Yahweh will keep not silence.
Right. Right. So, hey, the videos and the brothers, the videos are going up around the four corners of the earth, day and night, man, non-stop. The watchmen.
It says, and give him no rest till he established it, till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Now, and I hope that you brothers out there are all praying the curses and the blessings, man. Especially praying the curses on Babylon daily, man. Wear out the Lord's ears. All right? Clearly he's hearing something. Because look how everything is speeding up, man. All right?
What it say?
As a sign, though, they must know who we are. Hey, a minute ago nobody knew, man. But hey, Jake ain't gonna have no excuse, man. This truth is really out there.
They ain't gonna have no excuse. If I can get a broken English speaking Ephraimite to say we the Israelites, you know.
Even the scoffer's proving us right, man. He talking about the Apostle Paul as he walked by.
That's what he said.
Yeah, the Apostle Paul wrote the book of Hebrews.
And
Right.
no, it's just Hebrew Israelites, not black.
Hey, we truly infamous, as the elder just said, man.
Oh, that's what they said when they went by?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, shit.
Anita might pass by and say, oh, the black Hebrew Israelites.
I guess they gonna classify this brother he as black.
This is Isaiah,
Yeah, you can take it, bro.
the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. And it reads, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. You know, we out here on these highways and byways, you know, telling you what it is. You know, like those 2/3 you went back, walk past, you know what I'm saying, scoffing and shit.
Then the Edomites walk past right behind. I wish I'd have heard this.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We gotta tell them what it is, man. Tell
I hope they walk back by.
Tell Jacob they transgressions, man. Because our people need to wake up. You know?
is Luke 14:23. And the Lord said unto the servants, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. It's like the brother quoted the scripture. Hey, we're out here in the highways and hedges, even uploading videos, because we're telling our people to get right, and also we're ultimately out here to wake up the elect, because we want to get out this wicked place, man. It's nothing but wickedness, man.
Right, and we're telling them to come in. Go ahead, bro.
The food is messed up, like the elder was mentioning, the water, all these diseases that Esau makes, and ultimately the Lord creates everything, He does all. And just basically seeing everything, man, the wickedness, man. The Lord said that He's angry with the wicked every day, man.
Yeah, because Esau, he is at war with Moab, man. So they did that virus shit and hit them with it. All right, and then flip side of the coin too, they started their depopulation program.
Yeah.
Right, because Esau wants to depopulate, so we knew the famine and the plagues had to come, man. So the plague is here now. All right, and the way it's spreading, you know, and they're not showing it on regular media, but according to what I've been told on social media, they going nuts with the pictures and the images and the information that's being passed.
It was crazy.
So they saying that it's not a small amount of people that's infected. They say it's like hundreds of thousands of people that's infected. Yep. So now it's saying 1 million. So of 1 million people affected, and who did that? They did that. They put that shit over there, man.
And as you can see, you can turn on the camera in the city. There was a video that someone from over there showed. A video of a city, it was empty, like it was from a horror movie.
Yeah.
Just like 2 cars passed by, but no one was out there.
Yeah, shalom.
Shalom, brother.
There was also bodies in the floor, like from different locations, just people dropping dead, man.
You know what I noticed too? It was crazy how they already had the thing. You know how they showed the thing to scan their eyes, the scanners. I was like, how did they get that so fast? You know what I mean?
Everything, it was all set up already. It's just like when they had these protests, and then all the protesters, the next day or 2 days later, they all have signs that are already made. You got 1,000 people all with the same identical signs. It's like, wait a minute, this event just happened. Y'all make them signs that fast? It's the next day we protested and everybody got the same sign. That means that somebody funded that. It was all set up, man. The truck showed up. All right, so Esau's a propaganda king, man. Matter of fact, I'll show you. I got a book here. I'm actually gonna do a sit down on because this is one of the ones they deleted. So I'm just have to do it again. It's called Gangsters and Organized Crime in Jewish Chicago. And then it shows you how most of the gangsters